Good mid-after or early evening, everyone. Before we get into this update, I'll go over a quick explanation here. My son's doing his physical therapy, as you'll see me here every Monday and Wednesday. Mondays at 3 p.m., Wednesday at 4 p.m. So I'll try to do a video while I'm here to pass the time because he's in there for about an hour from 4 to 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll still do the live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well when I get home. But I wanted to do an update on three different things. One, Bitcoin's up 4.4%, and we've been expecting the continuation here along with XRP on a bump and run pattern for XRP. And right now, XRP is up 1.53% on the day, but we're looking for a much bigger appreciation here. And I still think we should be targeting that 64-cent area, that rising channel resistance, but then above that is the cup and handle resistance. We're going to visit a nice chart by Levi in tonight's live, which I'm going to save that for this evening, but it's the potential of a push out on a cup and handle formation. But we'll take a look to see if the markets are destined here to continue in a big way, as Bitcoin, like I said, is up better than 4%. It's up about 2,400 points right now. XRP is trying to maintain that 60-cent handle, and we're trying to go from here. So I could see it coming back and back testing how it is right now and do what it has to in this consolidatory phase. We did push up pretty nicely, and now we're just starting to reverse back down just a little bit. We came up to about that 60.5 cent level. It looks like we are trying to actively break out here for XRP. And the levels that we would have to attain here, we've got this nice W reversal that I really like. In the 30-minute time frame, small reversal candle possibly. So we'll see what this is all about and see how much we would have to consolidate. But we've got a setup here that right now the support structure is down at about 58.50, but we really should be filling this out in time and be up at about the 6160 level. 6184 is approximately where we should end up. So that's what I'm targeting here. I know we have a little bit of consolidatory right now, but I think that's where in time here, if we just ignore the charts for a minute and we look to see where we end up tonight, I think that's probably into tomorrow where we're going to end up. The correction phase could be over now. I'd like to see 60 cents start acting as a support. 58.4 cents acted beautifully in that 58.8 range as well as a layer to come back in between the 2018 resistance that we've now flipped the support here, and I think it's pretty clear to say that finally. Unless we break through and invalidate that, that's my stance right now. So let me timestamp this. Make sure that like button so YouTube does recommend this update. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm putting in some extra work here because I always try to make it the most of my time. My son's putting in the work at physical therapy, so I'm going to put in the work for each and every one of you while he's doing his work. So with that being said, make sure that like button so YouTube recommends this. We pop up in the newsfeed and become recommended through the recommendations. So good late afternoon, 4:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So let's look into this real quick. We talked about XRP. Just want to do a little bit more than what I just talked about. Give you a big rundown. We've got a nice, in the 30-minute here, it looks like a Dragonfly Doji, which is bullish, at least on the USDT perpetual futures chart. So that's a good sign. Looks like we still have much more to the top side. In my opinion, I think we should come up, even if bearish, up near that 61.5 cent area. But I'm thinking in time, we're probably going to appreciate. Let me grab this. Thinking in time, we're probably going to appreciate here. And we're going to have to come up to that 64 cent level, especially now that we're riding that 59.4 as a support. That's a good sign that we created that big reversal there. And then if we look at this, this is the rising channel resistance above it, 61.8. We're coming up there. I think it's hard. I find it hard to believe we have a bullish guard at least set up. And I find it hard to believe that we're not going to come up to 61.8 cents being up here. If we don't, I'll simply come on and say I was mistaken. And we have to consolidate more before a further breakup. But it looks like to me that this is a moment in time where we're trying to stay bullish here. We're trying to stay bullish here. And if we do, this is where we could have a nice move. And if we could break out past 63 cents, which is the rising channel resistance, we've got an opening all the way up to 70 cents. And then after 70, it's open until about, let's see, in recent times, which this would be the rising channel resistance. Right now, we're just trying to get back over the support of the rising channel, which is why it's so bearish right now until we break over it. but we've definitely got some momentum building. And then furthermore, it looks like to me we flipped that 2018 support line, and that's a 6.5-year structure there. And it looks like we finally turned that possibly into a line of resistance. I've talked about how I thought we were working on a cup here, even if it was bearish, and that should get us to 64 cents in the short term. That's just my opinion. So we've got over the top targets right now. So we've cleared out a lot of space underneath. And Bitcoin's up 4.2%. XRP's underperforming Bitcoin. Kind of leads me to believe that we're probably going to have a big day at the flip of the clock, possibly, or end the day strong. We talked this morning about how I expected a pump to come. I even put it in the title of my video this morning. Because the Treasury minted $1 billion worth of Tether. And when they do that, they always pump the markets. It'll go across all markets. So that's that. We've got Bitcoin real quickly at 61,544. Up 4. Oh, wow, it's moving up again. 61,667. Up 4.4% here. And Bitcoin's breaking out to the next level here, it looks like. Bitcoin technically up to 70,000 is our target. We've got nothing in between. That's the beauty of this. Now that we held that 56,880 area, we're off to the races. We're off to the races. Unless we have to come back down, or not that area, this right here, 57,868. We should be off to the races. We should come up to 65K pretty easy here. We got one resistance in between, so we should tap 63. I'm still not convinced we're not coming to 73. There's 6.2 billion plus in liquidations that go there from short traders, and Bitcoin loves liquidation. Even if it's going to go down farther, they love to collect that free money sitting there. So that's what I'm looking at here with XRP and Bitcoin. Still, I thought it was on a megaphone pattern, very bullish, and it's playing out exactly as a megaphone would. So we'll see if it comes, if and when it comes back up into this 70. Let's see. Right around 70,000 area we'll target right now. So we're looking to come up to 70K. And right now we busted out, like I said. So we'll put this back on the support structure. So we're looking good right now for Bitcoin. Looking pretty good for Bitcoin. We're reversing a bearish tendency. A nice reversal in the weekly. This is looking good to come down the stretch here. Looking good to come down the stretch. Let's see XRP real quickly in the weekly. Yeah, see, that's a nice inverted hand. That's beautiful. All right, so that's XRP and Bitcoin. And real quickly, I wanted to do this. B2 Gold right now is up another 1.76%. Just 2 weeks ago this Friday, B2 Gold had a overzealous dump off on earnings, and I talked about how the revenue was beautiful. They missed on earnings, but it was just lower than what they expected. They still did fine on earnings. And on revenue, they beat by 4.2% or 19.8 million. And I said it was an overzealous dump. It went all the way down to $2.35. I ended up putting out a buy signal on that Friday and said, I'm buying. I showed my exact buys. And right now, we are at, I put $7,274 into B2 Gold. And right now, that purchase in just 10 days, roughly, is up 19.46% or $1,415. And we bought in at $241 on average, and it's at $2.88. Like I told my audience, I thought that was the easiest purchase we could ever make. Because when you understand commodities breakdown, when you understand the earnings and revenue, the way it's set up, it's just something magical. And B2 Gold today broke up past $2.80, came back down from $2, and this caused a lot of sells this morning, I noticed in the order book, which was exactly what we needed before that next push. We had an overzealous, in my opinion. It dropped about 2.5% on the open, and it went from 282 down to 278, or 285 to 278 roughly. So it got a lot of people a little nervous because they started to dump it a little bit on the first time, then it pulled back, dumped again, and now we're off to the races again. Technically, we should be heading up to $3.36. I told everybody before you knew it, it'd be up at 256, 271, 280, then 336. So when it's under $3, I buy daily. A couple times a week. I bought $15 on Monday, $10 on Tuesday. And I don't know if I have any sitting extra in my Cash App. Just I have 92 cents. No, the rest is in the savings, yada, yada, yada. So what we're looking at with B2 Gold is we're going to see if we break out here. We held $2.80, and technically a breakout here, ladies and gentlemen, and I haven't done this for a long time because we've been in this consolidation that feels like friggin' forever. But if this plays bullish, and right now it's giving us every reason why it is, every reason why it is right now. Look at that technical target, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot make this up if you tried. The technical target is up there at $3.36 on a successful breakout. Holy Toledo. That means we're at $2.88. And I'm not saying to go buy it right now, but that's another 16%. That would put us up almost 35-40%. Now it's at $2.89. Or it ended at $2.89, I'm sorry, on the close. So absolutely spectacular. If you're paying attention, please don't overlook the commodities. Please. Gold's at down $2. It's been holding fantastic over 2,500. I'm actually very surprised. We filled out our technical target, so if you don't think the targets on XRP will play out in time, look at the target for B2 gold. Or I mean gold when it broke out. 2,526 hit it perfectly. Next target's 2,616. If and when it gets over 25.26 and holds. And then once it gets over 26.16 and holds, we got a target up at 2,860. And the technical target out of this 44-year downtrending resist or uptrending resistance that we broke out of and back tested at 2,375 and held is $4,000 gold. So you take for that for what it's worth. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Please make sure to hit that like button if you're looking to trade on the exchanges. Video description below and or pinned comments. If you want to donate, look in the video description below, but also go to my homepage on YouTube, click on my picture, my emoji picture on my page, and it'll show you BITUNIX plus 5 links. You can donate to PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo if you would feel like doing that outside of YouTube. Other than that, have a blessed day.